collected so many ideas in these notebooks over the years, and this video was supposed to be about me actually executing them finally, but honestly, y'all, things got in the way, and instead of me scrapping the whole video, I was like, let's just make this a learning lesson. My name is Nakia Pleasant. I am the founder and brand designer at All Agency. I founded it in 2023, and recently we just repositioned to specialize in brand strategy and art direction. And during this time, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to niche down by industry or by service. So I decided it's not worth it to niche down by industry right now because the opportunity cost is just way too high. And when I speak about the opportunity cost being too high, it was simply me sitting down and thinking to myself, like, okay, if I niche down by this industry and somebody comes and they want to open a donut shop in San Francisco, I want to be able to open my services up to them and say, yes, I will do that branding for you. Like, yes, come on, I'll take you as a client. I'm so excited. Like, there are still things that really, really interest me in different areas and industries that I just don't think I can shut off to one industry just yet. However, I have seen and heard and learned that when you do niche down by industry, you kind of put yourself in the form of being an expert instead of being like a full creative agency that does everything and everywhere and stuff. And especially that I'm one person, one team, it just felt so overwhelming. And it left me feeling lost to just be offering so much. It's almost like dating. Like, you're coming out here, you got everything to offer, you're putting everything on the table, and you don't really have much criteria to what you're looking for. Versus if I meet somebody and they are like, oh, I'm looking for this type of woman, or I'm looking for this type of man, and doing this and doing that. It's like, now you're getting down to the specifics, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that 2 years in, I'm just not ready to turn people down because they don't fit the industry that I'm working with or specializing in. But what I did realize is that brand strategy, art direction, and visual identity, all those components within that bubble, I would say, are all things that really, really excite me. It is my way to help businesses out as well. Like, sometimes clients come to me, they have a really great business, they're really coming through with like the business plans and everything. They just don't have the startup cost just yet. And I feel so good to be able to help these businesses out, even in a small way. And like I keep hinting at, there's a direction I really want to take my agency forward in. And in order to build that, I can't niche down. So it was a lot of things that I realized, y'all. So please be patient with me. But these are the moments when building a business and learning how to pivot, and you're learning on the fly, that you really have to document. And I'm just so glad I'm documenting this to see like my thought process throughout all of this has been so interesting. Since I decided to niche down by service, I can now say that I specialize in these services rather than industry, so that when other industries from here, there, and everywhere come to me, the skills that I'm offering are transferable to industry. Now, this might not pertain to you. Like, you might actually thrive with narrowing down your industry specific niche that you want to go for. So if you're going for sports, that's a big thing. There's a lot of things in there. However, I feel like you really have to be passionate about it and love it so much. There's a lot of opportunity there. You can do sports for everybody and everything, water polo, golf, anything. There's so many opportunities there. But at the same time, I can't fix myself to do it. I just can't. So I'm only 2 years in. I'm giving myself grace. Even 2 years feels like a long time. It's not that long. Yeah. I had 200 for lunch. Last night I fucked on a cunt. No cap. So I've already started to remodel the website a little bit. This is our old website. It says we're a creative agency built by multidisciplinary creatives who create with intention. We don't chase trends. We craft brand stories that feel real, lived in, and built to last. One of our core statements is rooted in culture, driven by creativity. And I want to stay right here for a bit. All of my work that I've done pretty much within brand identity, graphic design, and even before I even learned how to do all this within my fashion styling, everything was always rooted in culture, meaning that I always was able to take from real life examples and turn them into a visual story that felt cool, it felt unique and new. And so I wanted to make sure I didn't lose that. And the reason I'm even pointing this whole moment out is because I want to use it as a learning lesson for me and y'all, because even though I'm on the type of time of like, let me act on the ideas, let me not sit on anything, just do the work, create, and see what happens, that's a great thing to do. But at the same time, I do acknowledge that I wasn't sitting on everything. I was creating, but some stuff you don't need to put action to. Some stuff you need to just leave alone and let it be. Your girl was doing the work, but I also was doing unnecessary work, stuff that didn't need to happen. And this is one of those cases right here. The biggest lesson here is that some things don't need to be changed. Not everything that you need to take action on needs to be a fixing of something else. Start with something new, create new, and then come back later. So instead of worried about my mission statement and stuff, I really need to be worried about what I'm gonna create new to attract new clients. What am I doing to elevate myself? I actually should have been worried about the idea I have in my journal that's been there for 3 months. Or actually, let's finish this brand identity project that I've been working on for 3 weeks now, and it still ain't done. Simple. So let's fix this right quick, go back to our roots, and get our ish together, like now, like right now. We move. We got to move, y'all. So yeah, we have a problem. Originally, they were talking about the font was embedded into the website, but to me, I was thinking like, I don't have the font to kind of like upload to the site or anything. I just basically have the logo. So it's an image. It's not the actual font being typed out or anything like that. The font is not uploaded or anything like that. And so it's kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. I was like, I just want to get this done, over with, take the action that I need to take to move on, because this is now taking me way longer and extended way longer than I even planned on it taking. And to be honest, it's so funny because I never planned to change a lot of the actual visual identity of Fits All Agency. But now I'm like, well, shoot. All right, so the power actually went out at home. There was a whole tornado warning, everything, and now the sun is out. We love Houston, don't we? I've already decided that I'm definitely going to just change the entire branding of Fits All Agency itself, which is like kind of scary, but I'm excited though because it's very needed. Like I feel like I needed to refresh everything anyways, and I think in the trajectory where I'm going, like the visuals, like how they look, I think it matches a little better. It looks very timeless. It looks very clean. It has its own style to it in the sense, like I really love how the end is not like all the way down. It's a little bit shorter of a leg, and because the font has about 76 different styles, like this is gonna be my only font I use, so I don't have to worry about mixing things anymore. And I really think I will don't have to change the font like at all for a long time. I ended up designing it on Affinity actually. I was just gonna make a fresh new document in Illustrator, but I was like, you know what, let me try Affinity this moment and see how I like it. So since I've decided on that, I was like, all right, time to make some secondary or like, you know, brand marks and whatever. And this is the first one I chose. I'm trying to like play around with the different variables, and then I have this version where it's a little bit on top. I was even thinking about slanting it a little bit. Oh, I grouped it already, but I was thinking about slanting this section right here to the side a little bit, but I don't know if that's a little too like playful for what I'm going for the branding of this agency. This one I know for sure I want to use. It's just classic. It feels clean. It feels great. It explains everything about the company in one walk as well. And I never really talked about my agency as like just fits all, which I kind of want to implement a little bit more. I made this folder look like type of mark I was trying to do, but I'm not too sure about it. Like it's not like so I'm definitely feeling it. I'm excited. I'm like, okay girl, just keep taking action, keep going. So now that I have that, I'm gonna sit on the logos a little bit, but I know I can continue on to like change the font on the website quickly, like update all of that type of stuff. And then I've been wanting to really update the Instagram stuff for Fits All Agency. Right now, currently, y'all, let me show you. Hold on, I have to go through my Opal and unlock it because I'm not really supposed to be on Instagram right now. But I have 1,500 sessions in a 157-day streak. Oh, 59, period. All right, so when I get on the Fits All Agency page, I clearly have this orange popping up everywhere. So the logo will need to change in here, which I actually need to think of something that could fit as boldly inside of that Instagram circle for a logo option. But right now it says branding and art direction creative group. We use culture and real stories to create branded experiences, and I want to change that because that's not true anymore. As y'all seen in the last vlog, and I think we're a little bit earlier in this vlog. So our mission statement is now back to brand strategy and art direction rooted in culture and research, turning your story into visual identity that cannot be replicated. And so I want to make sure that's consistent throughout all the platforms and stuff. Something that's been bothering me for the longest is that on these slides where I have a little bit of the services, I actually love how I designed these, by the way. Visuals is spelled wrong. Like, and I never fix it. It was never something to like fix because I know people don't always look at them that much. Cute, right? All right, cute. Oh, look at my client. That is so cool. So yeah, that's that. Oh, look at this font. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But this font that this girl created, I love it. I love it so bad. Like, it is so good. It is basically a font made out of like our hair, like tools and things, like little knocker balls and barrettes and stuff. But it's like a font, and it's very nostalgic. So I really love it. It's so smart, and I love the branding around the font as well. Anyways, let's get to action.
Done it again, 10:30, just made me a 10, they ain't got out of bed. Hunting there, but I ran out of lead. One cool make broski, blam my yard.
So yeah, the whole email thread with the Foundry was actually a scam email. And I know you're probably like, girl, how'd you fall for it? Because I did not know the difference between self-publishing a website and web hosting. And I know it sounds so like, girl, what? But I have no explanation. I literally just didn't know. I continuously kept fighting back, like, are you sure? Like, I was like, are you sure? Like, are you guys sure? And so weeks have gone by at this point, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna change it because what? I'm not about to do this. I'm not gonna pay all that money because what they were charging was crazy. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it happened for a reason. So yeah, it happened. we have to move. At the end of it, I definitely felt like a little dumb, like, girl, what? It just looks so legit. Even the email address, like, I don't know how they did it. Truly. I don't know. You guys comment down below and tell me what you guys think of the new look. Be nice. No, but you can tell me honestly, I don't care. I'll talk to you later though. Bye, friends.